How you doing? This is John. Welcome to John's Long Box. Today I'm looking at DC Comics Blue Devil #1 by Dan Mishkin and Paris Collins. Now, I've said many times that I wasn't a DC Comics series collector until the Crisis on Infinite Earths. And as you can see, this is June '84. This is just right before the Crisis. Before the Crisis, I was getting Legion of Superheroes and Teen Titans. Just, the reviews and the raves were going on, so I couldn't resist. And I don't regret that. So I was looking for the Crisis. I was looking forward to the Crisis on Infinite Earths because the same guys that were doing Teen Titans were going to do that. Now, once the Crisis came, I saw all of these other characters, Blue Devil being one of them, and you got to admit that's just a cool look. This Paris Collins also did the Blue Beetle comic that I had showcased a couple of weeks ago, and there's just something about Paris Collins' artwork that just sings to me. I just love it. It's like perfect comic book. I mean, look at that, great design. I mean, the Blue Beetle was a Steve Ditko design, and Steve Ditko was a master designer. But look at this. This design is just perfect. So good. And his art is like light and fun. And we'll talk more about his art as we go through. But just something about Paris Collins. To the point when Paris Collins left this series, he took something with it. But let's take a look at this. So I wasn't collecting the Blue Devil from issue 1. I think I started picking it up around 12, 13 or something like that. But back then, it was easy to get back issues. Every comic book store had like quarter bins and stuff like that. So that's probably where I got this at quarter bins from a back issue place. Okay, look at these superpowers. These are still some of my favorite toys of all time. I had all of these. Yeah, I even got these DC toys even before I was into DC Comics because, I love the DC characters, but I don't know. There was like a cool guy thing. Like back then, if you were into the Clash, you couldn't like the Jam, and if you were into the Beatles, you couldn't like the Rolling Stones. And if you were into Marvel, you couldn't like DC. But I got these toys. They were great, and no regrets. My only regret was I gave them all to my niece for her kid, and I think they threw them all away. I should save them. But this comic. So here we go. It's the island, the ruins of Ile du Diable. So here they are. These people are on this island, and lo and behold, what comes out of the jungle and attacks them? But the Blue Devil. How foolish mortal, you have me, but you cannot hold me. I thought your scientists said the netting was unbreakable. That's what they said. And look at that splash page. How to trap a devil. Defilers of the sacred ground, prepare to feel my wrath. Heaven protect us. There's no stopping him now. So let's look at the credits. Created by Gary Cohen and Dan Mishkin, the writers. Paris Collins, penciler. Pablo Marcos, inkers. If I remember correctly, Pablo Marcos also did my hands are filthy and dirty and cut up. Also did the Blue Beetle. Todd Klein, letterer, one of my favorite letterers. I don't know who Zucchio is, the colorist. I can't speak about them. And Alan Gold was a DC editor and all that. But I realized I skipped over the indicia. I always like to look at the indicia to see. 1984, copyright 1984. Yep, 1984. So what's going on? I thought, this comic doesn't want to stay open. Help! He's after me. Quick, go for quick fooling around. So it's a movie set. So this is Marlo, I think her name is, and she's the director. He's the Gopher. That's her nephew, and that's Dan Cassidy. He's the Blue Devil, and what it is he's like a stuntman actor, and just think about how smart he would have to be. He designed this exoskeleton as a prop for a movie called The Blue Devil, and these people are on location on a real island called the Ruins of Diable, and what they're doing is filming a movie using the location. So this stunt suit that he built, look, it gives him this super strength, it gives him invulnerability, it gives him the standard array of powers. So he's bragging, showing off. So I mean, this guy's brilliant. I mean, look at that. You sell this to the army, geez, So the kids, it's just, and later on he becomes Kid Devil, his sidekick. Just so you know. So he's Dan Cassidy, showing off free Batman comic book Oreos. I ate an Oreo cookie today, and it put me in a good mood. Got to get a grit. Get some grit. Updating the ads. Like I said, Grit probably had secrets to the universe. It probably had like stock quotes that were like great, like insider information, And here we go. This is the beginning, the saga of the Swamp Thing. This is the in-house ad for, this is at the beginning of Alan Moore's run on Swamp Thing. Such a good run. I showcased the two-parter about the vampire fish. You could just grab any Alan Moore, Stephen Bissett, John Tuttle. You could grab any of the those comic books with Alan Moore's name on it, and you're guaranteed a great comic. But anyway, so now, in between sets, they're exploring these actual ruins that exist on this island. So that's the star of the movie, and that's that's the female lead, that's the male lead, and she picks up this creepy looking little artifact. Just look at Paris Cullen's artwork. It's just great comic book art. The inking just really complements it. Look at all that detail. Look, and I've made a big deal about talking about storytelling. Okay, don't read. Can you tell what's going on? I'm not reading the words. She puts the artifact in. I mean, well, I already read the comic, but it was literally 40 years ago. So puts it in, and this little demon comes out. That's great storytelling. We know what's going on just by the pictures. Just pretend this is alien language. This is hieroglyphics. We can't read it. So rumble. That's great storytelling. Paris, you're a good storyteller. So here's this demon comes out, and I guess they have real guns on a movie set. I don't know, and maybe the bodyguards or whatever, or keep an eye on. It's a real demon. Run. And I remember correctly, that demon's name was Nebrios. He showed up in other DC comics. So what's going on? So Dan's in the exoskeleton. He likes this actress, of course, and I think she has a thing for him, but nothing serious. So she's going after him because the main star is a coward. The typical thing. The Joe Kubert School of Cartoon and Graphic Arts. Just, a lot of famous artists went through this program. Just good classic art. He puts on his mask, helmet, whatever you want to call it, and he goes off to fight this actual demon. Now, her being the mercenary director that she is, she orders her camera crew to film this. So originally the movie was Blue Devil, and this was the monster, but now they're rewriting the script to include this actual demon footage into the movie. So, with the exoskeletons and servos and everything like that, he's fighting this demon. And there's also like pyrotechnics, so he's firing little bombs. He's kind of like Mysterio, the Spider-Man villain, all special effects and everything like that. But he does have the super strength, so they're fighting. Throwing rocks at the demon, fighting everything, boom. I'm going pretty quick because, like I keep saying, my videos I think they're a little too long. I don't know if people really want to sit through 30 minutes of me rambling. And I think fire comes out of his trident, and then he unleashes this like eldritch occult energy from his eyes at that poor old Dan, and knocks him. I can't be. Is he? It's all over, son. No one could have lived through that. And then the demon recognizes the girl. Of course, that's what demons do. They always want the hot blonde. This guy rides a bulldozer into the demon. Pretty brave, I think. Pretty brave. Brack, the demon, looks a little freaked out. Knocks it over. And then Dan, of course, revives because he's a hero. And look at that. That's just so cool. That's a cool panel, isn't it? Look at that. Nebrios shall feast tonight. Gonna eat the hot blonde. Can't eat the ugly chick. So he's using this kind of like Bug from the Micronauts. It's propelling him. He's riding on it, and he starts beating the crap out of the demon. So here he is, flipping it around, spinning it around. She's like, the leading man, you go out and help him. And he's like, I can't. I'm just a coward. Blah blah blah. Bill Cosby says, if you can't send money, send you. He'll give you a drink. If you send money to the Red Cross, he'll buy you a drink, hang out with you, give you a massage. Okay, Warlord toys. I always wanted to see. I've never seen these in real life. I never even saw them in a toy store. So I bet you they look like cheap knockoffs of He-Man. But Warlord was a great comic. Arak was a really good comic. I worked in a comic book store, and we used to make fun of, well, I never made fun of, but the other employees used to like, oh, Arak, Son of Thunder, is that your favorite comic? Oh, But I went and bought these. I bought them all at like a back issue bin for like $0.25 piece. Good, solid comic. So, you know, good old Dan fighting the demon. And again, look at the storytelling. What's going on? Women are concerned. Demon's fighting. This guy's hiding. He gets a little brave, and or does he run away? Yeah, he gets a little brave. Fighting going on. They're still filming. And I'm trying not to read. I'm not focusing my eyes on the words. And the demon blasts him again. He zats him. I mean, come on. You're gonna tell me, even if this was in Italian, I could still read the sound effects. So he's recovering from this, and whatever. He goes to fight, and we got to run for it. We got to get out of here. I can't live with myself. So he's actually using the film to lasso the demon. He's distracting the demon, and I don't even remember how he beats him. So he just clobber him? He blasts him with the rocket, and he opened the doorway, so they're gonna blast him into the doorway. Look at this house ad. Look, it's very Steve Ditko to me. I like that. You know, it's almost, you know, now that I'm looking at it, it's almost like a perfect marriage of Steve Ditko and Jack Kirby. No wonder I like it so much. Just really good, solid, fun comic book. You know, just like a hoot. You know. So what's he do? They're pushing the demon into the doorway from which it came, and look, you notice that he's sweating. How is he sweating? It's even sweating. It's not supposed to do that. Feel weird. And now he's back in his trailer, and he can't take the costume off. The magic energy that the demon, he is now the Blue Devil. He can't take the suit off, so it's kind of like magically, organically bound to him, you know. And that's his origin. And then the rest is circuits and sorcery. So he's a blend of science fiction and magic hero. And that's why later, if you saw my video on the Shadow Pact, that's why he becomes one of the main bruisers of the Shadow Pact, because he is now a magic-based superhero because of that demon blasted him and whatever. He made his saving throw. So it's and then it's just superheroics with a little bit of sorcery, a little bit of science fiction, romance. You know, he likes the girl, but he's a demon, you know, and then that little kid makes an exoskeleton costume and becomes Kid Devil, and it's fun, and the artwork is fun. That's what it is. It's no great shakes. I don't think if Dan Mishkin and Paris Collins was sitting here in my room and I was talking to them and I said no great, I don't think they would get offended. Because I don't mean it in a bad way. I mean this isn't aspiring to be the Watchmen. It's aspiring to be a fun comic, and for the what these gentlemen wanted to do, and I think I could speak for them without fear of being called wrong, that they aspired to make a fun comic, and it succeeded. So this is great. You know, it did what they set out to do. Made a fun, lighthearted, all ages comic. You know, children could read this. I'm sure if I was 11 years old and saw this, I would enjoy this. You know, my age now, I'm looking back at it, I'm enjoying it because it is what it is. It's no pretensions. It's a fun, lighthearted superhero comic book in the best sense of the word. You know, if I'm sure you could get these dirt cheap if you went online and bought a run, or you went to a comic book store, you probably get them for $1 a piece. And you could sit down and just have a smile on your face, watch, you know, just like you could, you know, watch an old TV movie and just enjoy the day. There you go. Get some iced tea, sit out in your backyard, and read a stack of Blue Devil comics before the winter comes. You will not regret it. There you go. Thank you so much for your time. I appreciate you taking time out of your day to watch my videos, and enjoy comic books. That's all I could say. That's what this whole station's about. Enjoy comic books. All right. Bye-bye.